Hello everybody and welcome to The Roaring Reef. This is our first video up on the channel and I am so excited to bring this build to you guys. Today we are going to be setting up and plumbing my brand new 22.4 gallon FijiCube nano tank. I am so excited to set this tank up. I think it is going to be the perfect size, being small and manageable while also having enough wiggle room to have some fun. So to begin, I'm putting this cabinet where the Reef's home is going to be. This is just a standard waterproof cabinet that was deep enough to set the tank on. And then once the cabinet was in place, I battled the protective mat for a good hot second while it completely and utterly annoyed the crap out of me. Then we placed the tank down onto the stand and unwrapped it. I also decided to take the brand sticker off the front of the tank and put it inside of the tank, and I think I'm going to make these doors like kind of collaged with stickers of brands that are used on this tank. And inside the tank there were a bunch of little goodies, but we wanted this box right here. And the reason why we wanted in this box so bad was because this is where our return nozzles are, and we want to make a slight adjustment to these. We're going to be completely replacing the return nozzle head thingies with these random flow generators by Vivid Creative Aquatics. These are going to be vital to the livelihood of our tank and will add so much more life and movement to the entire reef. All of the fish and corals will greatly appreciate these replacements. And after those upgrades, it was time to start plumbing. So I installed the inlet gaskets and installed our new upgraded return nozzles. And then next I installed the outlet overflow box, which literally took me forever. There were so many pieces and parts to it, and it literally was such a hassle, but in the end we got it done, and it's nice and level as well. And then came the arduous task of actually plumbing this bad boy, and let me tell you, it took forever. It was so difficult to do, and it was a nightmare. But I made sure to add a bunch of aquarium silicone as sealant to everything and made sure there would be no leaks. And then I sent the ends of our plumbing down into the little cabinet that we had and zip tied them together. And now it's time for power! I ran this power strip out the back of the cabinet and then mounted it to the wall of the cabinet. And here's what it looks like now. And now here comes the hectic part, the installation of the sump. So right here what we have is a 10-gallon just regular standard Aqueon aquarium. It fit perfectly in the bottom of this cabinet and I couldn't be happier. And it is outfitted with a 10-gallon FijiCube DIY acrylic sump kit. So after putting the sump in, we cut the return line to be the right length and then put a filter sock over it and put it where it needs to go. Next came the installation of the return pump. So what we have here is a Synchro Silent 1.5 by size. This bad boy can push 368 gallons per hour, and our overflow box is rated for 400. So we're right there at that perfect little mark. And next we're going to install our Refugium, which is just going to be this external hang-on box that sucks water through a pump up into it and then spits the water back out. We're going to grow chaetomorpha algae in here, which is basically just like a kind of algae that lives in the sea, and that will pull excess nutrients from our water column. This hang-on box also comes with a light, so we're just going to plug that bad boy in. And I'm also putting this light on a timer switch, that way we can regulate how long the light is on for. And then next we are going to be adding our heater, which is just a 100-watt Aqueon Pro, and we're going to be setting that to 76 degrees. And not the last, but definitely one of the most important steps is we're going to be installing our protein skimmer now. This is a Bubble Magus Curve 5 protein skimmer, and they actually sent me a sticker along with the skimmer, so we went ahead and added it to our cabinet. Now I was a little scared at first that this guy wouldn't fit, but it went ahead and fit in nicely. And I know the skimmer is rated for a lot more than 20 gallons, but I think that it'll be a great help in keeping our reef clean. And every good reef tank needs an ATO system, so today we have the famous Duetto ATO system. This is an awesome little nano ATO system that's very compact, easy to use, and will help keep salinity balanced in our tank. I plumbed all the tubing and the wires out of the back of our cabinet, and then ran them into this homemade little reservoir bucket. I'm not gonna lie, it's not the best little reservoir bucket, but I had a lot of fun making it. And then, of course, we installed the siphon breaker and our ATO system was installed. Honestly, I think the bucket turned out pretty good and it looks sleek overall. I was not a big fan of having to have a reservoir outside of the stand, but I think this was a good compromise. I also added this little fake tree over in the corner to kind of seal the deal and hide it a little bit better. Alrighty, and we finally made it to the last step. Now we're going to be installing our light, which is an AI Prime 16 HD. This is a lovely little light, and I think this bad boy will let us grow any corals that we want to grow, and will definitely keep our reef happy. And here's what the tank looks like sitting in my living room. With it all put together, this bad boy looks amazing, and I couldn't be happier with it. Well, I hope you guys really enjoyed this build and had a lot of fun putting it all together with me. I know I'm super excited to get this bad boy up and running, and soon we are going to be aquascaping. So if you're excited about that, then let me know down below or consider subscribing. I'm going to try and post frequently, so if you're interested in following the Roaring Reef, then by all means I am not stopping you. My other social medias like TikTok and Instagram will be in the description below if you would like to check them out. But without further ado, have a nice day. Peace out.